Grand Rising, what's up? This is Chief Kalinago with another video. Once again, videos are strictly for the awakening of the masses, the upliftment of the people, giving you information to make you think, use your mind, wake up from the coma, wake up from the sleep, and wake up from all the lies. All right? I am not doing videos to get likes or dislikes. It don't matter to me. Okay, I'm doing videos to put information out there so that people could start thinking. People could start waking up from the lies. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I used to be in a state of ignorance, when it comes to, just the lies that were told. Believing them. Until something in me started just digging in me and saying, nah, there got to be more to this. You got to wake up. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes so that you can see. Yes, you got the physical eyes, but you couldn't see. And I had to wake up. And when I woke up, I realized how ignorant I was. And I am no longer in a state of ignorance when it comes to who I am. You believe what you want to believe as to who you are and where you came from. That's on you. I'm not here to argue with you. Okay? But I am here to make a statement of who I am and give information to solidify what I'm saying. Even if I don't have to prove it to you, but I'm just giving the information because there are a lot of people who are asleep and living a lie because they just don't know and they don't care to find out. But I'm here to bring information to evoke some type of curiosity in you so that you wake up and at least do some investigation. Now, at one point, yes, we have always been taught that everybody on the face of this earth came from one location, Africa. You see, that's what they want you to believe. Now, for me, a free thinking man, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. At one point, yes. But you see, I grew out of that. I graduated. And again, there are many levels to the awakening. I'm on a whole different plateau with this. And what I'm going to tell you is just basic common sense. You see, you just have to use what you have. Think. Now, imagine an entire world, a big earth. Okay? And everybody on earth came from one little location. One little location, and then spread out to populate the rest of the world. Now, if they had enough common sense, all right? Let's just think about this right here, right? If the creator, whoever created us, whether it's our own thoughts that manifest our physical being or a universal thought or universal creator created everything. Regardless of whatever the scenario may have been, if it had enough sense to create an entire universe and place everything in the universe strategically, in place, in order. You see, there was order. The cosmos. What is the cosmos? Cosmetic. What's cosmetic? Makeup. So the makeup was already perfect. Everything was put strategically in place where they belong. Now, here goes the creator creating an entire huge world. Okay? After creating the universe, right? Putting the earth, the planet Earth, in the universe, among other planets who's already in order, okay? Have their own makeup. And then come to Earth. Create Earth. Make everything so perfect. The trees, the water, the air, everything is in place. However, misplace the people. Now, tell me what sense does that make? A creator who puts everything in place so perfectly, strategically. But when it comes to Earth, say, oops, my bad, I just dropped y'all in one location called Africa. And then, you know what? Figure your way out, because you people are obviously different. You obviously have different languages. You obviously have different complexions, but you know what? I'm just gonna throw you in one box and then you fight it out and figure out how to go find your own home. Now, who would believe such foolery? Obviously, it's people that don't think. The same people that tell you, you know what, you read in the books of the Caucasian man is the same people that's giving you that cockamamia story. So, the Creator was intelligent enough to put everything else in order, but became dumb and stupid when it was time to place people. I'ma just make a mistake and you know what? I'm taking my spaceship. I'm gonna bring y'all to Mother Earth. And oops, the door opened, it fell. My bad. You guys fell in Africa. You know what? Figure your way out. Family, I am not here to play games with y'all, man. And y'all could hate the videos as much as you want. You could dislike it as much as you want. You could like it as much as you want. It don't make a difference to me. I am just here to bring facts. Facts. Things to make you think. You feel me? So, no, the entire world didn't come from one location. People were already strategically placed in all different parts of the world. Now, whether you want to say the majority of the people were heavy melanated, now that's a different argument, because that is true. Now, mark my words. I said the majority. It doesn't mean that the minority didn't exist. They did exist, but we were the majority, which is the heavy melanated people. But everybody didn't come from Africa. You see, y'all believe this Adam and Eve bullshit story. That's the problem. Y'all believe that. Okay? Who gave you that story? That everybody came from one man and one woman. That's not true. That's not true. And somebody sent me a video, a younger sister had did. And she mentioned a few things that kind of triggered my, certain things I had said before. And I've said it in videos before, but I'm going to say it again. Let me ask you a question. We are all humans, aren't we? Okay, we all agree with that. But y'all think that every human came from one man and one woman. But let me ask you a question. Aren't all animals called animals? Did a lion come from a bird? Or did a bird come from a lion? Did a giraffe come from a monkey? And did a monkey come from a chicken? Did a mouse come from a bee? And did a bee come from a butterfly? But aren't they all animals? No, they came from after their own kind. But yet still, they are still animals. They are still animals. So let me ask you another question. If everything originated in Africa, how did the ants come into different parts of the world? Oh, let me guess. The people that came from Africa say, you know what, man? Let's take some ants and go bring it in Asia. Let's go bring it in Europe. Let's go bring it in the Americas. I mean, come on, man. You people got to think. You people got to think, man. You got to think. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense. You see, that's what they told you. So when they conquer your world, okay, the only claim that you have is just one little piece of land called Africa. Just one little piece of land called Africa. And then guess what? They could take the rest of the world because, of course, doctrine of discovery, if I discover it, then it's mine. So let us deal with common sense here. I want to deal with people that think. You see what I'm saying? Not people that's caught up with their emotions. I want to deal with people that think, that has logic. That has logic. Think for yourself. Don't allow people to think for you, or don't go with what's popular because it sounds good, or because it makes you feel good, or because of the pride. The kings and queens came from Africa. No. We had our own kings and queens right here in the Americas. Okay? We had our own chiefs right here in the Americas. We had our own civilization right here in the Americas. But they taught you how not to be proud of what you already had. Isn't that what they're doing to you today? Ain't nothing new under the sun. They call the Americas the new world, but I'm here to tell you America is not the new world. America is the old world. Why do you think America, the Americas, people have always been looking up to us? Why do you think that? They follow our culture, our food, well, not necessarily the food, but the clothing, the style, the mannerisms, everything that we do here, it takes over the world. Why do you think that? Do you think it's a coincidence? No, because it has always been that way. Why do you think the World Trade Center, the capital city of the world, is in New York, in the Americas? Because every other country in the world or civilization came to trade right here in New York. That's why it's the capital of the World Trade Center, because it has always been that way. Always been that way. There is nothing new under the sun. We have always been the beacon of the world. And the only way the world is going to change and wake up is when the indigenous peoples of the Americas wake up from this brainwashed mentality and the lies they've been taught. Stop being Negroes and blacks and African Americans and minorities. When you stop being that and you go back into your indigenous status as Aboriginal Americans, your ass will wake up and you will see the difference. The whole world will have a paradigm shift because of you. Because they are looking at you. They are waiting for you to wake up. They are not waiting for Africa to wake up. No. Africa is looking to us to wake up. But you are so blinded by the foolishness. You are looking to Africa to wake up when it's the other way around. Huh? You don't see us in the Americas running to Africa for opportunities, but you see our cousins from the African continent running to our continent for opportunities. Why is that? Because it has always been that way. It has always been that way. Always been that way. And I'm not here to put down our cousins and our relatives on the African continent. We all have to unite. But at the same token, we cannot afford to let the indigenous peoples of the Americas think they are from Africa so that they could abandon their home. We cannot afford to think that. Okay? And as a matter of fact, everybody's saying, well, you know what? They called you Indians and because you think you're from India. No. As a matter of fact, India, the country they call India right now, wasn't even called India before 1492. As a matter of fact, no country or land mass, or people was called India before 1492. The people of India, that you call India right now, in fact, let me see if I could pull this up. The name Hindustan combines with Sindhu and Sindhu, and thus freely infers the land of the Hindus. Thus, at the time of Columbus, India was known by the Persian epithet, variously Hindus and Hindustan. No country or land or sea or people in the world were named India prior to 1492. So no, they didn't call us Indians because he thought he was in India. And some people say, well, you know what, they call us Indios, meaning that people in God or in God. That's why they call us that. That may be a possibility. But I have another concept why they call us Indians. They call us Indians because of the Indus River going through the through Asia. And that was a river that they used to trade as well. All right? And he thought he was in Asia. He thought he was in the East. You see what I'm saying? So seeing that that's the river, they used to name people by rivers and cultures and tribes. So that was one of the rivers, the Indus River. Very synonymous for trading. So that's another possibility. While he thought, again, people along the river, they were called based on that particular area they are in. So he thought they were from the Indus River and called them Indians. Also, the notion that it may have been Indios, people in God or people of God, could have been possible. But know that America, the American continent, they call the New World, is the Old World. They flipped everything around like they normally do. Like they normally do. Okay? We had our own civilizations that they buried, they didn't tell you about. We had the same pyramids that they have in Africa. We have the same pyramids and the same monuments. All these different civilizations was right here. What make you think it came from over there then came here? Why couldn't it be the other way around? But you see, y'all want to believe what y'all were taught, because guess what? It is the popular thing to believe. That's what it is. It is the popular thing to believe. You know, every other ethnic group and country come to our land, rape our land, and go take it back to where they came from to build theirs, while you are here destroying yours because they taught you it's not yours. So you are disrespecting your parent land. The American continent, that's our parents. That's our land. That's our home. And we have always been here. Okay? As a matter of fact, at some point when Christopher Columbus came here, he said that he found the Garden of Eden. One of the popes spent over 100 years trying to convince the world, trying to convince themselves or the world that the Indians they found here were from. They just couldn't get it, because they had never seen people like us. They just really couldn't. It was amazing. They thought they was in the Garden of Eden in South America. Have you ever seen places in Peru? They thought they was in Eden. And when they saw the people, they was like, wow. They just couldn't believe such beautiful people. They just couldn't believe it. Our skin, the glow, it was so different. They thought they was in heaven. And that's after, of course, knowing that the African continent already existed, but yet still they saw something different in these people. Something different. So what y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about? We have always been here. We have always been the beacon of the world. The world has always looked towards us, even before the Europeans. It's only when they discovered this, the new world. No, we are the old world. We have always been here, and the world has always looked to us and followed us. There is nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new under the sun. Go look at our cousins in Africa right now. What they are doing. They are looking at the so-called African American and start doing everything they are doing. Why? Because it has always been that way. Always been that way. Okay? So y'all better wake up. And again, I'm not trying to disconnect us from our relatives. I'm not doing that. I honor all my ancestors. But don't tell me my home is not my home, because you feel you heard a story and you gravitate to that story and you've been hearing it all your life. It's like the same people who believe in the Bible. You cannot tell them it's not real, because that's what they were taught all their lives. So now that you wake up and realize the Bible is full of lies, you know what I'm saying, and you have gotten to another level in your understanding, you get that part, but it's hard for you to come out of the I am from Africa story. Again, it's just another form of indoctrination. And it's okay. It's not your time to wake up from that. It's not your time. But eventually you will, because you are actually on your way. You are actually on your way. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm really not mad at you. You see, it's all right, because everybody is going to take their time to wake up. Like I said, there are different levels to this awakening. Different levels to it. We have always been here. Always been here. And as a matter of fact, every part of the world, we were already traveling, mixing with each other. Mixing with each other. Mixing with each other. So when they came, they saw us, they was like, ooh, these people here. We can't believe they came from Adam and Eve. Because we have never seen them. We have never heard of them. Those are new people. No, we are not new. We've been here. For 100 years, they were trying to prove that, trying to prove or figure out whether we came from the Adam and Eve they told y'all about. Until one of the popes said, nah, these people, they're too, they're just, they're so humane. They had to have come from Adam and Eve, so they are humans. That's why they were calling us savages, because they had never seen anything like us. They gotta be different. Ooh, what a mystery. Even people who look like us when they came to see us, you see what I'm saying? Guess what? They knew there was something different about us. Man, listen, y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. I'm talking about the indigenous children of the Americas, the aboriginals. Y'all better wake up. Because y'all are nationless. People without a nation, an identity. And that's why they are doing what they're doing to you. You better wake the hell up. You see? So again, I get it. You're caught in the everybody's from Africa story. I am from Africa, the proud, we are kings and queens. Guess what, man? All the kings and queens in Africa looking right here to the Americas for motivation. And I know that for a fact because I met one or two of them who are actually real kings of tribes. And they worship their American brothers and sisters. So what y'all telling me? Huh? What y'all telling me? Of course we have to appreciate each other, but don't take me away from my land. I was already a chief here. I was already a king here. I don't have to go in another continent to claim that. Now this is my land. My blood runs through the ancient ones, or the ancient ones' blood run through my veins right here. And of course I got African ancestry in me because our people were always mixing with each other. Well, duh. That's quite evident. But don't take me away from my ancestral land, man. Ain't nobody going to do that. Okay? They're going to have to kill me. But I'm going to die knowing that I am an aboriginal of the American continent. I'm going to know that. So that means I'm going to die a free man. So if y'all want to continue to stay mentally enslaved, that's on you. That's why you are so disenfranchised and so declassified. Because they have mislabeled you. They took away your identity. They stole your birthright. They stole your birthright. And you just believe everything they tell you. So they could continue to change your identity. What if 2 years from now, they want to call you, you know what? The purple people. And there's the movement behind the purple people. And they could go somewhere and prove that some purple people came from a certain part of Africa. Guess what? 200 years from now, you guys will be in the street running up and down Purple Lives Matter. Because y'all are just a bunch of followers. We have always been leaders. We have always led the world in civilization. But they lied to you and you believed it. You fell for the okie doke. It's okay. I'm not mad at you, family. I'm not mad at you. But don't be mad at me for knowing who I am. Don't be mad at me for knowing who I am in my heart. I know who I am. And again, I embrace all my ancestors from every part of the world, because I know I have ancestors from each and every one of the continents. But, however, my home is the American continent. I am proud to be what they now call an American. That is my home. This is my land. And I'm going to continue to fight for that. So if y'all want to go to, listen, if y'all say y'all came on a slave ship, that's fine. Okay? That's fine. They don't have any more slave ships right now. They have flights. They even have one-way flights. Get a one-way ticket and go home. Go home. Stop causing confusion amongst the indigenous peoples of the Americas. We want to stay here and fight for our land. Stop causing confusion. Stop fooling our people and confusing our people, telling them they're from Africa. If that's what you feel Take your knowledge and go home. See how they treat you over there. Let them know that your children has come home. But for those who know that they are from the American continents, let us be. Let us stay here and fight. If they have to kill us, even if it's, you know what, even if it's 400 of us that know we are indigenous to the Americas, we will stay here and fight for hours. Okay? And yes, they may kill us for knowing who we are. That's fine. I would rather die knowing who I am than die living a lie. And that's just real talk. So stop trying to confuse our people, man, because it's popular to be from Africa, popular to be black. Stop making our people, in fact, you're not making them. They believe in you. You see, you're giving them the information and they believe in the lies. So you know what? At the end of the day, it's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's their fault. Okay? They don't realize that you're just using them as a come up, you know, as a means of generating income because it's popular to preach the lie. It is popular. You see, when the truth is being told, people don't support it. People don't support it. People don't support what's not popular. You feel me? They support what's popular, what makes them feel good. They will support that though. But here I am giving you the hard, true facts, how to get that support. But it's all right though. I'm going to continue to tell the truth. And the one, the two, the three people that rings the truth to, that could hear my voice within their heart, that could feel that vibration to know who they are. That's all that matters to me. Reaching out to the ones and the twos. You see, I don't need 1 million to believe me. Just 1 or 2. Because I know they will be living in truth. And that's all I care about, is about telling the truth. That's it. You see, I don't have to get rich telling lies. You see what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want to do that. You see, I don't want to get rich selling out my people. Nah, we have enough of that out there. I don't want to do that. I would rather stay doing what I'm doing. You feel me? And be financially challenged right now, but still telling the truth. I don't want to get rich lying to my people. I'm not going to do that, because I know that there's an eternal price to pay. There's an eternal spiritual price to pay for deceiving the children of the Most High. I know that. So I'm not going to do that. No. Because I know my ancestors are looking over me, man. And I know that everything is going to be all right. And I know that they are pleased right now because they have been so disappointed for so many years that their children have abandoned them. Well, I'm here to tell my ancestors, my son, your son is here to tell the truth and to stand on your behalf and to tell your truth. I am an descendant of the ancient Americans. And I know that. It's in my blood. And I'm not going to give that up. I don't care how unpopular it is or unpopular it is. It's okay. I'm going to continue to fight their fight. With that being said, again, I'm not here for me to tell you things that make you feel good or sound good. Nah. You see, that's what get people paid. It's all right. If that's the case, I don't want to get paid. I would rather continue to ask you to support my GoFundMe, whether you do or not. I would rather do that than sell you the lies. I'm not going to do it. So again, this is Chief Kalinago with another video. And once again, family, I'm not mad at y'all for not getting it. All the indigenous, the aboriginal children of the Americas, I'm not mad at y'all. It's not your fault. You have been lied to as well. You have been brainwashed. Okay? They stole your birthright as well. And they want to put you in Africa.